All right, begin.
What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on this topic, and I'm not going to take too much of your time. Like I've said in previous videos, there's so many people covering this Jaguar situation, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about something that I observed last night. So it seems like Jaguar Wright went to Chicago, for whatever reason. And I saw on yesterday on her Instagram, she was spending time with Goomba, which is her husband, before she took the flight out to Chicago. And it seems as though she went out there by herself, which is perfectly fine, right? Now, I know given the nature of what someone does for work, sometimes you may have to take a trip without your significant other. Also, if you have family spread it across the world and there's an emergency, sometimes you just have to jump on a flight and go and render aid. But I have to say that I find this particularly strange that Jaguar actually went to Chicago for a night and she was chilling with some DJ that she called Kid or whatever the case may be. And they seem to be shooting the breeze, having a good old time smoking. And by the sound of things, given the nature of the conversation, Jaguar and this DJ have in history. Now, I'm not saying that they have an intimate history, but it seems like they know each other. They've known each other for years. Now, let me say this, right? Because I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. There are certain marriages and relationships where both parties feel that it's best for them to spend time with friends and family and things of that nature, to have a chance to miss each other. And that's best for their relationship, right? And look, that's perfectly fine, because if you don't have trust, you don't have anything. I believe that a man and a woman should be able to go and hang out with their friends and do fun things without the hassle or the notion, right, from your significant other that you may have been out there cheating and doing the wrong thing. I don't feel that that's a healthy relationship. But with that said, I do feel that you should honor and respect your relationship or marriage by coming in the house at a very respectable time. Now, the video that you see playing is the live that Jaguar did last night. And what I notice is that, like I said earlier, she's chilling with this DJ they call Kid. And I'm noticing that she's in a very, very revealing top without her husband. Now, I'm not here trying to police Jaguar Wright, but at the end of the day, if you respect your husband, I don't see and understand why you're sitting up in front of another man with this type of top on. And hey guys, I play fair over here. Those of you who've been following me for quite some time, I would have this same opinion if it was a man sitting in a tight wife beater in front of a woman that's not his wife and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Put some clothes on, right? That's how I feel about the situation. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I find it particularly strange that Goomba did not accompany his wife on this trip to Chicago, given the fact that during this journey of following Jaguar Wright, you never seen one without the other. They've always come as a package and attached to the hip. Now, the reason why I find this disrespectful on the part of Jag while she was conducting this live, not only was she sitting in this revealing top, across from this DJ that she's known for years, not only is she smoking trees with this dude, but within this live, which I can't play because there's music in the background that I know is copyrighted. But if you go to her Instagram page and you watch the live, you'll clearly see and hear Jag ask the DJ like, hey, what's on the agenda for tonight? We're going to hit these streets. And the DJ replied, yeah, we're going to hit these streets. And so I just find that to be very odd, given the fact that you're married and with the situation that just transpired between you and your husband. You're in Chicago by yourself talking about hitting the streets with this DJ. And listen, let's keep it all the way real. There's nothing out there in the wee hours of the night but trouble and temptation. Now, let me make myself clear. I don't have any idea of why Jag was in Chicago. It could have been business related, and given within the nature that she moves in, I'm pretty sure that there was a bag involved. And also, when you look on Goomba's side of things, he probably couldn't make the trip to Chicago because he had obligations to fulfill in Dallas. So I understand life works out that way. And to be honest, for all we know, Goomba could have been right there and they're just playing with us, right? He could have been there the whole time, but I did catch him in the comments and he said, hey, my love, right? So that's Goomba right there saying, hey, my love. He was in the comments of her live. But ultimately, at the end of the day, all I'm saying to Jag, have some respect for your husband. You came out of the institution that you were in, supposedly in, right? And you said that you and your husband are going to work on your marriage and things of that nature. Have the decency, the common decency, to put on some clothes while you're chilling with a whole nother ninja. Now, I will say this because it's just not one-sided. Maybe Jag has lost what little bit respect she had left for her husband in its totality, given the fact of what took place at that barbershop when, you know, that confrontation went down. She said that people at that barbershop, which were affiliated with Goomba, put paws on her. And so when you take that dynamic into account, it should be a man's natural instinct to protect his wife, and he didn't do that in that situation, and he admitted it, and he later said that he had to go and check dude who put paws on Jag. But it's too late because your wife has already saw the type of individual you are within that marriage. And another aspect that we have to take into account is the fact that the two of them were live recently, and basically Jag challenged Goomba to lie to the people and say that he never pulled a pistol out on her at least twice, and he didn't have anything to say. So basically it must be true, right? Unless they orchestrated that as well. And also, when she called Tokyo Tony from that facility that she was supposedly in, she basically alluded to the fact that she takes care of Goomba, and that sometimes, right, more than often, she gives Goomba her bank cards to make it look like he's paying for things when they're out with other people, so he doesn't feel bad as a man. And so that right there is not going to get the respect of a woman, especially your wife. And just think about this, y'all. As soon as Jaguar got out of that facility, right, she came out and doubled down that she was still working with Solar, a man that her husband doesn't want anything to do with, and he doesn't want you to have anything to do with Solar either, because he feels that the energy is bad and he's bad for just overall business. He doesn't want him around, and the first thing you do when you get out and say is that Solar is still your nephew. There's no respect within this marriage on both parts. Now, I will say during this live that she did last night, she did defend her husband against Talib Kweli. Talib came out and said something about Jaguar being affiliated with Solar, saying that, you know, Jaguar is going out here accusing all of these people of the R word, but yet she affiliates herself with someone that was attached to someone in Nature Boy that's locked up for the same thing, and things like that. And so basically she did defend her husband during this live. I'm gonna see if I can play just a little bit of it without getting reprimanded by YouTube. So here it goes.
I know who your baby mama really is. I do though. I really do, Talib. I know who your baby mom really is. She's an awesome woman. Poor thing. Well, at least you got something good out of it. Some gorgeous kids. Keep my husband's name out your mouth, yo. My husband goes viral without talking about you. How you doing, Talib? My husband's going viral right now and you ain't even mentioned your punk ass. I love it. Yeah, yo, y'all make sure you represent. Go give a click of the view. Real life street stars. My husband, Goomba. Yeah, the interview fine. It's fine. I'm proud. I can't wait to get home. But tonight I'm in Chicago, so I'm gonna represent for him in the shop. I'll leave the rap part out since it's so offensive in the shop. I'm on the south side, even though they say the west side is the west side. I'm on the south side. So what we doing here, we gonna get into these streets. We gonna get into these streets, man. Maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. But I'm here. I know who your baby mama really is.
But anyway, y'all, these are just my thoughts and opinions about this situation. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Well,